What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dynasti Dené, aka Royalty TV, and we are here with a tutorial YouTube video. As you can see, I flexed some knotless braids, triangle parts on my little sister, and I'm going to demonstrate how I do so right now. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, family, or foe, and tune in. Thank you for watching. Now, what you see me doing right here, of course, is busting down them parts. I parted her hair into 3 sections, 2 on the side, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. And of course, ear to ear, rainbow part gave me that back section. So we're just cleaning up the parts or the rows, each row, just getting that part nice and slick for the parting. So now I'm just going back over with a nice gel coat just to clean up that part just a little bit more. You know, we need it sharp, okay? So I'm just going to clean it up just a little bit, and y'all can watch me do that. It's important to make sure that you're not like crushing your client's scalp with this comb, because this comb is very, very piercing to the skin, so be careful when using. Now, I always prep part before I start braiding. I feel like this not only saves enough time, but it lets you know how many braids is going to go along that row, and like it gives you an eye to see how it lines up with the braids underneath. So I feel like parting before you get to braiding is very important. Get a meat lady drag on the floor. It's a none in the bed that I told. Working hard, we ain't having no hope. Go. Now I'm gonna gradually show you how I start to feed and braid. So I section the part that I'm working on into 3, and I hope that you guys can see this as visible as possible. I start to braid out the braid. Before I continue to feed down, I take my feed-in braid and put it in between my index finger and my thumb. So I hope you can really see. Once I put it in between, I just feed it and braid. And I repeat that, but then I switch my fingers. This is important if you don't want your roots to look so knotted. Fix your hand position, and it also helps you feed in easily. Now you can feed in between those 2 fingers with ease as you braid. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going to let this go a few more times and let y'all watch, because I know a lot of y'all out there is more visual, and I can't explain it any better than I did. So just watch. I just run it up before I go. Would you tell the world my secrets if I let you close? In my face, sending action. These days no kumaye. Niggas be plastic. Living in the middle. This shit might drive you mad. Ain't it pretty mixed up? But this life shit ain't no bad. Bloody murder. There ain't no second chances. Just do what you wanna live, how you wanna spit, what you wanna be, who you wanna be. Some people feed under, which keeps the braid looking neat. I think that technique is really, really, really important, but I go over. I'm still learning how to go under, but since I've been going over, it keeps my braids neat as long as it's not a thick piece of hair that I'm working with.
Best kept secret. Grips on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance.
So her parts are done in the back. We got it parted up in the back, and now I have to just connect the back to the sides. So when you're doing this style, you have to be precise with your parts because it can get tricky. So just stay along the pattern, continue that rainbow, that U shape, whatever you want to call it, around the whole head, and just have your triangles continue up, down, up, down, up, down. And it'll line up perfectly. You see what I'm saying? It should line up really good. Look at the part. You can tell she has a middle part, and it just looks like a whole bunch of geometry. But listen, it looks really, really good. So now that we got that done, I'm just going to braid her hair down a little bit more so that the braids can be even. And I'm going to apply the beads to the ends of her braids. Now the way I did this was I just took the stick that comes in the bead box and put them on the stick, put the beads on the stick, put the hair in between the stick, and slide the beads on. I could have showed y'all how to do that, but I figured most people know how to put beads in the hair. If you want a video on that, I'll give you a video on that too. But this is the finishing look, well, half and half of when I did her beads. Yes, get into it. The neatness goes crazy. And this is a little more than half. But you see how her parts right there, that U shape at the top, keep that U going. I'm telling you, it'll give you justice. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just cutting the remainings of the hair. I left that last, so after I put the rubber bands on, I just left the hair sticking out, and I cut the remainings last, just so it'll be like a easier process. And then after I cut the ends, I just started cleaning her braids up a little bit, like, you know, cutting up the flyaways. You'll see that soon. And then we get to the setting. So right here, I'm taking the 4 beads that were at the top that's not connected to the rubber band and just sliding it down on top of the rubber band so it's more neat and it don't look, you know, too gappy. But here's me cleaning up the braids. And yes, it looks good. Alright, pretty girl, them edges is out the way. Now we get to some mousse. Just look at the braids. Look how neat the braids are. Look at that. It's just so pretty. Now let me tell y'all one thing I did with these braids. Due to the fact that there's beads on it, I just took a hot, well, not a hot, but a towel, and I dipped it inside some boiling water and I just stroked the towel against her braids. That way it laid her braids down, because the beads are heavy, they're gonna make it lay anyway. The braids are small, so it don't need too much to lay it, but for a neater, cleaner look, you could take a towel and just stroke them against the braids. Now we apply that oil. I am using Millie oil right here. It does the damn thing. Look at that. Get all up in the scalp as much as you can and oil that thing. And then look at them parts. Everything's clean, crisp, looks neat. Everything's well put together. I love it. I hope this video helped a lot, because let me tell you, it took me some time to do these braids, but they came out really good. So I'm gonna let y'all see the styles, and look, the finishing look is amazing. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. It's Dynasti Dené, aka Royal TV, here with Seducer Braids. Make sure you follow me on the gram at Seducer Braids and at d.ynasti.__. Like, comment, share with a friend, family, foe. I love you, kings and queens. I'll see you later.